Oh, you didn't think you were gonna get away from cats that easily, did you? Just has totally taken to all of the runways on the catification, whereas Bubbles is more interested in the tree and the little platform there. Oh, and I've got a couple more cat things to show you later on in this video. Now that Halloween is over, it's time to start making gifts for the holidays. Trust me, you don't want to get started on this too late. Basically, you've got a little over 7 weeks ahead of you to start making things. My advice is to always keep things small and personal. Those make great gifts, especially if you have a lot of people you want to make gifts for. Maybe batch out a whole bunch of little keepsake boxes. Toys are good, but only for the very smallest children, toddlers, 3 and 4 year old. Anything older than that, and they don't really get into woodworking, handmade toys that much. They'll come to appreciate them later as they get older, but for the most part, anything you make an older kid will just probably sit on a shelf. Another thing to think about making are ornaments. Those make great gifts, and you can personalize them with the year. I don't know if anybody really wants to have a 2020 ornament, but hey, you know, or put it small on the bottom in the back. If you have a scroll saw, Christmas ornaments are the way to go. Oh, that's another teaser. I've got some to show you here in just a minute. But if you're having trouble thinking of a good gift making idea, I want to try something. Remember how we did the woodworking summer jam where you can upload your photos over the course of a weekend of things that you made? I want to do that same thing, except I'm not going to have a time limit. So what I've done is I've set up a Google folder where you can upload pictures of Christmas gifts that you've made, and you'll be able to comment on other people's gifts, and you'll be able to link to those, and you'll be able to look through all of them. And I think it'll be a great resource. I'll include a link to that down in the description so you can get started right away helping out other people. The only thing I ask is please, now listen to me here. We're looking for gift ideas. I don't want you to be posting a picture of your dining table or entertainment center. So even though I'm sure those projects are great and you did a fantastic job on them and you want to show those off, for this, please keep it limited to ideas that would make great gifts. I think you get the idea, right? Help me out with this, please. But what I'd like to do is, if I see some that look kind of interesting, I'd like to try to make those on the show. So give me your best ideas, please. Mail, 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 meow, 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 meow. This is from Amanda Patterson, who sent me pictures of her cats and this cool windowsill like platform that they can sit on. She said she got into woodworking during the pandemic, like a lot of people did. They discovered the show with my lockdown woodworking series, and so it sounds like she's building a lot of stuff now. And she said she's promised the cats a cat bridge or 3. Well, I'm pretty sure half of all cat pictures are like that. They're just sleeping. That's what cats do. Oh, speaking of the lockdown woodworking series, a couple of people have asked me what happened. Is that over with? And yeah, I think it's over. I think it ran its course, and I think it's just ready to move on from that. I'm not really going to change the whole format of what I do too much. I'm going to try to include more like woodworking videos, but I'm still going to keep doing these kind of videos that lots of people won't watch. And I got a really nice note from Sean Barber, and he sent me this thing. He says you can carry it around with you, and it's just a right angle triangle there. It says take this with you to keep you warm, and on the other side it said it's about 90 degrees. Dad jokes. I think it's really cool when people send me a postcard. And this one is from Manuel, Hannah, and Harry Belafonte, the cat. So they are local people, live down here in the Bay Area, live in San Mateo. And even though they only live in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, they are catifying it. The postcard is just filled with really cool Mexican woodwork. I like all of the masks around there. You know, my wife used to collect masks like that. We had like thousands and thousands of those all over the walls. Maybe it wasn't quite 1,000. And And I got a handmade card from, I guess it's Araceli and Antonio, maybe? I can't really read what that says. I like these handmade kind of postcards. Look, it's a Halloween one with Fright Night and a little pumpkin guy there. Even though it's a little bit past Halloween, but really, every day can be Halloween if you really want it to be. And I got some photos from Tom Yokovich, who lives in Indiana. And oh my gosh, the pictures he sent, it basically looks like my portfolio of woodworking projects. Look, there's my running metals holder, the little ampersand sign. I gave that to somebody as a wedding gift, and they ended up getting divorced like a couple months later. I hope it wasn't that. The little step stool, there's the lumber cart, all these things. I feel like I'm looking at my own house here. Drill press table, there's my drill. I feel like I'm being stalked here. Oh wait, now here's a couple I didn't make. This is a beautiful dresser. And okay, now this is my favorite here. This really cool tractor bed. I hope you can see that. Oh my God, that's amazing with the huge wheels, and then look, the shovel part of it, I don't know what you call that, is a bookcase on there. And a note from S. Monahan, who sent me a couple of round to it. I knew I'd get around to it one day. This is becoming the dad joke day. Caleb Ray is 15 years old and has a medical condition that kept him in quarantine. I mean, like really in quarantine for a long time. And so he spent that time making things. And this is part of a tree that he and his dad cut down. And what he did was he used a CNC kind of to practice the CNC and carved out the little cat shape there and then filled it in with like a black epoxy, and it sanded, ooh, nice and smooth. That is really special. I'm gonna keep that forever. And he sent me pictures of himself and things that he made. This one struck me because this is a little paddle boat thing that I made. It's a rubber band powered boat I made a while ago, and well, Caleb, I hope yours has a little bit more power than mine did. This is so exciting. What's it gonna do? Will it race or will it sink? Wow, I mean, it's like lightning. It's one of those gifts that'll sit up on the shelf. And finally, John from merry old England sent me a couple of handmade gifts that I think are so special. This is the kind of stuff that chokes me up when I open this gift up. So what he did is every year for Christmas, he takes his tree down, when Christmas is over, he slices up the tree and he makes ornaments out of those trees. And look what he did here. This is all done on the scroll saw. There's a cobra ornament and a bubbles ornament. Maybe I should hold down here. You might be able to see it better against my shirt. Bubbles. There's cobra. And this one just almost brought a tear to my eye. He did a Princess Meow Meow one. Aww. These are going up on my tree this year, although we just had a tree discussion last night while we were eating dinner, wondering, how is that tree going to work out this year with new cats who still have a lot of kitten in them? So I think what we've decided to do is we're just not going to put up any breakable ornaments this year, because I just know, especially Cobra, he's going to leap for that thing and just crash it down, probably more than once. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Maybe they'll be scared of it. They're scared of a lot of things. Anyway, John, that was really special. And it was the first Christmas card I've received this year, and I will treasure these forever. Oh, and also a couple of people have asked me about Antonio's shoe shine box and what happened with that, and that's kind of an ongoing project. Well, I'm going to be getting back to that real soon. I'm going to be making the next step of it, but Antonio got delayed a little bit because of, well, life. So all of this stuff was really cutting into his weekend time, but he'll be back and we'll get this thing completed. It's kind of interesting having a project that has taken like 5 months now or something, and it's just a box. There's where I left it off. There's the inner tray part. So I'll be revisiting that. 2 more final reminders before I go. First, don't forget, Chad and Steve have a podcast. That's my new podcast that I'm doing with Chad Riddles from Clean My Space. And it's available everywhere you listen to podcasts and more. And it's available on YouTube, so you can subscribe to the YouTube channel there if you want. And it's mostly conversations about YouTube, the culture of YouTube, and we're going to start having guests on this week. It will probably be next week when that goes live. I'll include links to that also down in the description. And finally, don't forget, if you're interested, to sign up for my monthly Woodworking for Mere Mortals newsletter. The November issue is coming out this Friday, so I'll include a link to that also down in the description where you can sign up. It's completely free, and it just comes out once the first Friday of every month. And I just write like a thing at the beginning. So if nothing else, you can read the thing. And this time it's about gratitude and how to kind of find what gratitude really means in this season of Thanksgiving. Hey, thanks for staying in contact with me. I thank you for all of your mail. I love sending out those stickers, and I love reading all of the notes that you send me. It really boosts my spirits every time I open that mail. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.